These are sizable books. They are minimum 200 pages. You can download them absolutely for free by simply going to, for example, this one, you just go to getmymarriageback.com, smartrealestatewholesaling.com, realestatemoneysecrets.com. So yes, I am a 3 times author, and those books are out there for your consumption, and they are also available everywhere on Amazon, anywhere that you pick up books. So in case you prefer a physical book like that. All right, welcome back. So we're going to be talking about we're reacting to a video from the Lapeef network. This is one of the channels that I watch, so interesting conversations, and it's kind of interesting to see people's different perspectives on this kind of topic, and I think all of these people on this platform are smart people. Okay, I don't think we lack intellectual energy by any stretch in these conversations. I think if anything, we have intellectual diarrhea. People are talking too much. Right, but I'm here for it. Okay, as a matter of fact, it's extremely hard for me to engage because I can see that when people have the need to be right, they just want to win an argument. There's a lot of disingenuity that goes into that, and but I think we can learn a lot of lessons from it. So in this case, I'm gonna play the video. Let's get started so we can make sure we have enough time for it, and let's dive right in.
As women, like, why would we care about how a man looks?
Wait,
I guess we don't see shit. We just move around.
She said, as women, why would we care about men's looks? Interesting. So I guess all of those times that I see women say, oh, he fine, right? I guess as much as I try to pretend I didn't hear it, unless it's at me, sometimes I get that, I said thank you, right? But I guess all that is just copying. What is she talking about, right? You see, again, I respect all these ladies, I say this with due respect, right? Sometimes you overdo it. It's one of the problems in manosphere, like people doing too much pandering to men's talking point, and then we can hear it when it's not genuine. Okay, and I'm sorry, in this situation I'm hearing cap, but let's keep hearing. Maybe I'm missing something here.
Ugly now. I think women have to change what they find attractive.
Oh, now we're getting there. She thinks women has to change what they find attractive. We're talking about attraction, so you could just change it. See, no, you can't just change attraction. You can influence attraction. It's part of socialization in so many ways, right? You can't just turn around and say, hey, I'm no longer attracted to that. It's a process. Even simple habits, like maybe you eat your fingers or something like that, it takes a long while to be able to change that. It takes 60 days, 90 days, 10,000 hours to change habits. How much of attraction that's extremely subtle, like all that goes all the way back to generations, things that we inherited in terms of socialization, right? Sometimes biological, right? But she thinks she should just turn around and change it. I'm not sure if this conversation is going to help anything, right?
I think if women look at a man's looks as what makes him attractive, in my opinion, she doesn't understand what should be attractive about a man to her. It shouldn't be his looks. His looks have no bearing on his ability to be a man. That's why everybody wants.
That's fact. That is actually factual. But again, what does that have to do with attraction? Again, when you meet somebody for the first time, you're attracted to something before you get to know them. And then for the most part, you're probably going to say like, I'll pass, right? But we're talking about initial attraction. But I guess they should stop. I guess the same thing goes for men. They should stop just looking at big nyash booty, right? They stop looking at the booty. And yeah, I'm sorry. That's not how that works, Six. I'm sorry. I know you want to help. I know you're trying to really hold those women accountable so they can stop being attracted to just a physical features of a man. It should be about, just wait for it.
And that's tall and fine, like
tall, dark, and handsome.
What affects his ability to lead and create a legacy for a family. I think it's masculine for a woman to be overly concerned about a man's looks.
It's masculine for a woman to be overly concerned about a man's looks. Where did she get this from? What does this have to do with the masculine energy? So if a woman is not even at all in her cerebral, she just finds something, she sees something she likes, a little butterfly flying around in her stomach, and suddenly she's masculine. Oh, this is what happens when we throw these words around way too much. You have to make sure that you're addressing. See, one of the things I want to try, the reason why I'm doing this reaction video is because I want you to see real life examples. The problem with this conversation is that they often exclude real life examples. It's just theoretical intellectual diarrhea. I just learned that phrase today. Jesus.
You shouldn't. If the man look good, it's like, okay, cool, but who cares about what a man look like? I don't care. But that's just me.
So you would take.
So that's cap. Because if she didn't care, she wouldn't be talking about it. But let's just believe her, right?
Staying on top of you.
You would date.
One at a time, ladies. One at a time.
I think you're right. You're right on part of that. Attraction. We have to be somewhat attracted to that person. Next is mental.
Right, but what the looks is not what's attractive.
So she's saying right, but the looks is not what's attractive. Now here's where 6 you messed up. Fine chick, by the way, but she messed up. Here's where she messed up, right? But she forgot to say, to me, to her as a person, she finds a man exuding masculinity more attractive than just looks. Then obviously she's absolutely correct and she has the right to be attracted to what she's attracted to, but she's saying physical should not be the case. Well, should, woulda, coulda, it's not reality. That's just what should be, right? And this is what a lot of people in this space do. They try to shuffle down your throat what should be without acknowledging that that's just what it isn't, right? All right, let me calm down. All right, I'm getting triggered. I shouldn't be. Let's keep going.
Because you could have a man that is physically, that may be aesthetically pleasing, but he's a terrible person.
Wait, what was that? Was that an acknowledgement for, yes, a man can look good, pleasing aesthetically? Well, there's no more argument. What is she arguing about exactly?
Don't know how to be a man to you. That's not attractive to me. What's attractive to me is his manhood.
No, that's a fact. In the long run, if as a man, she's telling you the truth right now. Actually, there's a lot of truth in what she's saying, right? As a man, if all you have is looks, right? To most women, that's going to get watered down at some point. They're going to hear your childishness. They're going to hear your immaturity, and they're not attracted to that long run, even mid-term, even like a few days. It's going to be over. But here's the cap. As men, same thing, okay? We like to hear intelligence, a little bit of intelligence, right? Not too much. I don't want you to act like you're too smarter than the rest of the world as a woman, but I want to hear that, you can hold a conversation at least, right? But this is true across board. So, but again, she goes back to capping that no one cares about physical look, and that's where the cap comes in, right? That's why I'm asking. So, physical looks, physicality, or masculinity or physical attraction, right? Which one gets you first, right? I'm curious, ladies, like if you're listening to this, which one gets you first? Be honest, okay? If you've been listening too much to Manosphere, I want you to disengage yourself for a second. Talk to your natural self. As a natural woman, what is it that's attractive? It could be any of the two, by the way, because again, if she had said to me, there's nothing to argue. What's attractive is what's attractive, but she's trying to paint everyone, say it should be masculinity. By the way, somebody showing masculinity doesn't demonstrate that it can be a leader. There's some correlation there, but not all the way. It's not an absolute, right?
Masculinity. My attraction is not to his physical looks.
Okay, so question, just real quick, like it like how it looks have zero bearing on you choosing them at all. Like no
bearing.
She says zero bearing. Nah.
Yeah, that's not what attracts me.
Now, here's the problem that I have here. Only Trill, just as I could basically guess, okay? Only Trill, just from their facial looks, was able to maintain his stance and say, nah, that's cap. Throughout this conversation, it was only him. And I could have predicted that, sadly. Sadly, honestly, I need men to be a little bit more, have some nuances in their submissions and their belief system and stuff, because it almost seems like they have an agenda and they're focused on that agenda, and this is how you miss it, because human beings are versatile. You can't put us in a box like that, just like you can't put God in a box, right? But it was only him. Honestly, throughout the conversation, that was maybe Anton was able. No, Anton had a difficult time calling or holding six accountable, right? To people that want to hold people accountable, right? I just learned actually what they mean by accountable. Every time they say accountability, I'm always thinking punishment, right? But apparently they just want you to admit that you're wrong. That's it. That's easy. Come on, ladies, you can be held accountable, right?
Not what I find attractive, and again, that's my personal opinion. I don't find that attractive. That's not what's attractive to me, is his look.
All these ladies are confused. They were confused.
No, I get that. So let's say he's mentally, spiritually, and emotionally connected with you. Would you lay up with Flavor Flav like hoops?
Come on, don't do Flavor Flav like that.
I pick a man that picked me. So Flavor Flav would not try to get with me, because again, I'm also different.
All right, anyway, let's just end the conversation there. So again, she's not being genuine with the conversation. She had a rhetoric that she's trying to push down the throat of women, right? She would like to be the woman who holds other women accountable. That's how you get on the side of the man on this panel, and it's all cap. It's just like another Melanin King. Sadly, nah, it didn't work out. 6, I'm calling the cap all day long. And I think eventually, Trill had like a long stack of cap on his head. Yeah, I think that happened. But anyway, let's move on to the next one.